Good morning. I'm here to show you today what you can do to your cell phone and make about a $3 investment to have a cell phone holder that is just fantastic. You're not going to believe how easy this is, and it's very effective, and I use it 100 times a day probably. So here's what it is. It's called Velcro. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take and put it on the back of our phone, as you can see. Now, one thing I would recommend is not putting it on your phone, because if you ever had to change it out, there might be a little stickiness there. And what you do is you buy a cover, and basically you stick it on the cover on the back. Now, I have a pretty large piece over there, and it's just because I prefer that. It's just a little bit more convenient because I don't have to try to hit the spot. So I put a huge piece on the back there. Now, one thing you have to keep in mind is that not all of these stick very well. Some stick better than others. This particular one sticks really well with the Velcro here. Some of the rubbery, slippery stuff doesn't do so well. Now, you can super glue if you like. That's an option, but I don't like to do that, so I'm just going to stick it on here, and whichever one works the best, that's the one I'm going to use. So I found a nice one here. I've gone through a few covers over time with different phones, and I've always been able to find a cover that works really well. So which type of Velcro do you use? They make different kinds of Velcro. So what you want to get is the industrial strength, and you can find that at Home Depot, and I think it's about $3.50 for a package, enough to do pretty much whatever you want to do. So it's relatively cheap, but make sure you get the industrial strength. At least the black for the phones. You can buy other Velcro that's heavy duty, but the Home Depot stuff is really nice, and it all comes in a package, and then you basically just cut it to fit. So you might say, Brent, why would I put Velcro on the back of my phone? Well, I'm about to show you a couple of uses for it that are really helpful and really effective, and you're just organized, and it's just so much nicer. Okay, hi. I'm in my car now, and I would like to show you what I do with the Velcro on my phone. So one of the things you can do is you attach it to your steering wheel. And the steering wheel has a piece of Velcro right here, and I'll get you a close-up later. So what we can do is we can put our phone with the Velcro on the back right on our steering wheel here, just like this. Okay? Now, what does that do for us? A couple things. Let's say that you have GPS that you're looking at, and you want it in front of you, not way over here, and it's much more safer when it's right in front of you here, because now your eyes are still on the road and you can just glance down just very quickly. If it's over here on the dash like a lot of cars have today, then you actually take your eyes off the road to look at your GPS unit. So this is your peripheral vision is now kind of hindered over here. It's hindered over here, and you're looking down here. You're not looking straight ahead. If I have this phone right here, then I just glance down and I can see still what's ahead of me, so I can pay much more attention. So it's really a lot safer by doing this. So another thing, if you don't want it on your steering wheel, then what you can do is you can put another piece of Velcro right here, okay, on your dash. And I have a fairly large one. It's black. It fades in. It doesn't look bad at all. So you can take this and you can just sit here and put it right like that. So now it's out of the way. A lot of cars, I have a little sports car here, and there's really no place to put my phone. I can put it in the cup holder here, but that's where the cups go. And I have a bunch of other garbage in here, so I don't really want to put it in there. So this is a very handy place for it. It's secure, it's not going anywhere, and it's pretty stable. So one of the things I'm going to show you is what I have here. this is Velcro. Okay? Now what I've done is I've just basically cut two pieces. I've cut a positive and a negative here, and all I'm going to do is just put just about, maybe 1/4 inch or so right there, so that's tight. And now all I do is I put it around here. All right, I just cut enough to go around the thing and have about another 1/4 inch, and I just put it like that. So that's secure now. It's going to stay there and not move. And now what I can do is I can even twist it around. This is a little twisty. I haven't come up with a fabulous idea to really secure it. If I pulled it really tight, it probably would stay. And then I just take my phone and put it right on there, and that's all there is to it. So there's no glue. There's nothing on this. It comes right off. If you have multiple cars, you can put it on multiple cars. You can do whatever you want with it. See, that's pretty tight there. So as you can see, it comes off quickly. It's very strong. It's not going to come off. It's very secure. Now the only other thing is about the steering wheel is that when you do a turn, then if you have it plugged in for your power supply, and I've got one of these little power supplies here that I usually keep the phone plugged into. The cord is on here on your phone, and when you try to turn, then the cord gets kind of wrapped up in there. So that's another reason to have that, is if you're on let's say you're on the freeway and you're driving along, you can leave it here as you're doing your GPS or whatever, and then if you get off the freeway, you're in town, you're driving, turning and things, then all you do is you just take it and put it right there. So now it's completely out of the way. You still have your GPS going. It's very convenient. If you do have GPS, Google Maps or something like that, there's no place for me to put this phone in my car. There's just no place to mount to place it. You can get one of those window mounts and all that, but they're obtrusive. They're a pain in the butt. And to get the phone off of them, some of them are a pain in the butt. That's all you do to get the phone off. Another handy place for this is, for example, in the garage. As you can see, my phone is just mounted on my toolbox here, and all I gotta do is do that. So it's real nice to have it there. If you want to do speakerphone, then it mounts on the wall. It's easily heard. So it's just a nice little thing. Now here I just have a little small one, a little tiny piece. And that's really all you need. It's probably better to have a little bit bigger piece just to make it more secure, but as you can see, I just put it on there and it sticks really nicely. So another place that I have the Velcro is actually on my motorcycle here, and what I've done is I've put a piece right on the gas tank, and what I can do is I can just put that phone right there, and it's very stable. It's not going anywhere. I never have a fear of it coming off. So one of the things is, this has been out in the weather. It's probably a year and a half old. It's been in the sun baking, but it still holds really strong. So what all I need to do is just replace that at some point, and just redo it. But totally strong. I have GPS right there. It's mounted. I have no problem. I never fear that it's going to come off the bike at all. So it just mounts right there. So this is another use for it. So there you have it. Velcro. It's a wonderful thing, and a lot of uses. And there's just a whole host of other things. And for literally $3, you can go into Home Depot and buy this little package and do what you need to do with it. I have the white stuff, the white Velcro in the car. It just makes it easier to see. I don't mind the white. It's not a big deal. So I actually bought a little extra. But and the stuff in the car doesn't have sticky on it. You don't want to get sticky. So I guess you got to spend a little bit more money to get a little bit different kind of Velcro. But the ones in the package do have all the stickiness on it, and you can use them all over the place. You can put it in your kitchen. You could put it anywhere you want. So I have used it a lot. It's been extremely helpful and valuable to me, and I hope that some of you can use it too. Good luck.